I mean, most musicians, and certainly for myself, it's the passion that drives you, right?
Yeah.
There's no pot of gold. No one's going to get rich. Most people are not going to get rich playing music, right?
Gang, jangan lupa klik subscribe, okay? Tekan ikon loceng tu sampai goyang-goyang. Lepas tu check, dah klik notification ke belum? Nak tengok apa aku buat daily? Boleh follow IG aku. Okey dah, kasih layan video YouTube aku ni sampai lebam. Cantik sikit dia. A.W.A.D Studio. Assalamualaikum, halo, hai. Cantik sikit dia. Okay, last week Abang Samad macam mana? Okay, different angle lah pula kan. Tak habis-habis kita cari otak-otak dalam music industry. Last week kita panggil otai dalam kewartawanan. Macam mana? Okay tak okay? Radhi dengan Datuk Ahmad Izzan Omar dah mention dalam dia punya episod. Siapa otai yang aku nak interview ni? Siapa lagi? Lain tak bukan Paul Boss.
Dude.
What's up, bro? How's
What
things,
an
man?
intro.
Why you suddenly disappeared after 1 in a million? Tell me.
Okay,
more
some
about
people
that.
like being on TV,
Okay.
and some people don't. I just found that actually I was not that comfortable being, you know, in front of like a whole lot of people like that for the rest of life. And I found other things to get really excited about, right? Because you know you get passionate about things and you go all out and you do them and everything. I just found something else. Moving to the business side of television through doing the 1 in a million and stuff like that, we found digital platforms were getting much more important, right, during the progress of the show. So I found that what could we do in that space? So Media Premier here launched Tonton. I don't know if you remember Tonton, right? Okay, so I was actually involved in helping put that together, part of the team which ran Tonton for the first few years, and that became like a real passion, you know, like a place to go online where people could freely come and catch up with all the TV and all the shows that they wanted to see.
You don't want to go back to the music business?
No, I really burnt out from doing music. Even after doing those last about 2003, 2004, 2003 I think was the last thing I did with A.W.A.D. I just found that my heart's not in it. I'd rather be doing something else.
You fed up with Malaysian industry or?
No, it's the nature of being like a producer. That when you're a producer, are you producing for the artist or are you producing for yourself because you see a vision, or are you producing for the record company? And it ends up becoming more and more about the record company. The record company's got to get X sales and stuff like that. It's not wrong, right? You know, if you're working in that space, that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
But I lost, you know, the passion of working for the record company and stuff like that.
Paul, can you tell us about your very first journey being a musician? Radhi already told us that before that you have a punk band called Garden Gnome.
Yeah. I'm surprised he can remember that. You know, Radhi, like, how can you remember anything, right? But I mean, like most people, started a band at school, right, with your mates and everything like that. So that was like in the late 70s, 78, 79. So punk was a really big thing, right? And when you're that age, you know, sort of 15, 16, you're against everything, right? So punk was perfect, right? Because it was like everyone hated it. So it was like the best thing. Yeah. So we started. It wasn't really a punk band. It wasn't like those punk bands that you're sort of familiar with, the Sex Pistols or anything like that, or Clash or anything. It was more ska punk and things like. Because it was just after. It was like 1979, something like that. So the initial wave of punk had sort of gone past. So we were sort of picking up on what was still aggressive and had an attitude, not that just 3-chord, you know, guitar.
Yeah. But from punk to new wave, how's the journey like? From the 3-piece band and then you go to pop, early 80s band like Culture Club, Kaja Go-Go, Duran, Merit, you know? Yeah.
Well, in New Zealand tended to follow the UK scene. Okay, and so like over the years things changed, right? And so, you know, after the ska thing, we followed a little bit more like Joy Division. So the music got a little bit heavier and sort of a bit more musical and stuff like that. And then after a few years of that, we were sort of we're not at school anymore, right? We have jobs, and you know, jobs that pay money. And if we want to do this seriously, right? Maybe we can't have full-time jobs, so we still need to get some money. So we tended to become a little bit more commercial. You know, we got a synthesizer player in and stuff like that. Malcolm, who is also a songwriter, you know, and both he and I sort of tended to like melodic songs. So I was playing guitar then. Call it playing, it was pretty lousy. And so the songs just tended to get a little bit more commercial, and then as we saw more success from the commercial songs, you tended to be a little bit more commercial and write more and more hooky songs, So eventually it became sort of more pop. Well, we went through a number of name changes, right? So there was Garden Gnomes, then there was a Garden Gnomes. You know, we actually used to go around and like pick garden gnomes out from people's places and collect them, and so our practice room had all these garden gnomes. Stupid. And then there was like Days Central. That was a stupid name. Then we were a band called Soul on Ice.
Soul on Ice, yeah?
Yeah. So we were Soul on Ice for a while. So we had a lead singer who was really good. And we were getting to be quite famous. We were doing national tours around New Zealand. We were starting to release our first singles and songs like that. But then as we signed a major label, we signed to CBS and then later Sony. This is like late 80s. That singer left because she didn't want to become a full-time musician. She wanted to go off and study and be a lawyer. Who wants to be a lawyer instead of a musician, right? So it's like, okay, failed, you're out for sure. Bad choice. Anyway, so we needed a singer. So we were looking round. We were a band who had a major label record contract and didn't have a singer.
Oh man!
So we had to find someone really quick. And we had heard of Aishah singing around Auckland because she was studying in Auckland at the time, right? So we auditioned a whole lot of people. She was the funniest one. She actually laughed at all our jokes and she could sing really well, and so she got hired.
How many albums?
We did 2 albums. So we started in about fan club in about 1986, 1987, and we did the first album, which is just called Fan Club, and that's the one that had Sensation and Call Me and things like that on it, right? And then the second album came out in about 1990, I think, and that was called Respect the Beat, and it had like I Feel Love and Don't Let Me Fall Alone and these other songs.
Okay, that's an album that made it to top 100 chart in US, or if I'm not mistaken?
Oh, dance chart. So I think we were in the top 100 dance chart in the US. Because we did remixes of the song Don't Let Me Fall Alone. So we had some guys from Miami, DJs there did remix, and then, you know, they were part of the New York scene as well. So they got their friends to play. And then we actually went over there and we did promotional visits around that time as well. So we're promoting the album.
Right. And then what year you decided you want to leave the music industry in New Zealand and come here?
Yeah. So we were also coming to Malaysia at that time as well, right? And we did some concerts as well here. And then I think, you know, Aishah found that this was quite good for her, right? And the record label made it very attractive, I think, for her also to branch out and do more solo albums. So she did a solo album, and then she wanted to base herself here in Malaysia. Well, I don't know if it was her idea or if it's a record company, right? But it became very difficult with the rest of the band in New Zealand, and then, you know, her up here, right? So eventually the band sort of started to split in about 1992, something like that, 91, 92. And so then I just decided, you know, I wanted to carry on doing producing. I like writing songs, I like doing producing, and I like finding artists and new bands. So I just thought, where can I do that? I actually wrote it down. I wrote, okay, this is my ideal job, right? Seriously, it's kind of good advice, right? But so I wrote down, this is my ideal job. Where can I go and do this? Okay. New Zealand? Yeah, no. I can't produce, right? Because you can't earn any money there from producing.
Why?
There isn't a large enough population. So you can't. So local bands can't sell enough albums. So
I see.
So there isn't enough local bands recording and something of the level, the sorts of things that I wanted to do. So Australia was an option, but that was really, really competitive and tough, right? But I knew I made a lot of contacts up in Malaysia, and actually the population size was nearly the same as Australia, you know. And we had already been up here and seen that they had a really good local music. So I thought, oh, I'll just go up there and see what I can do. Basically never went home.
Until today, huh? And then how you met Ahmad Izam Omar and Kenny Music?
So, well, like when I came up here, I met some of the guys that I met before, and we decided to start a label. And Kenny was running a jingle studio, doing advertising music. And so really just sort of suggested to them, and they had started a label. They knew that they wanted to record artists, they just didn't have any. So I suggested, you know, you do the jingle recording in the day, I'll work in the studio at the night and record the artists. So I just joined up with them and we started doing that. Then we had started recording some artists, and Izam came back from his studies in Berkeley. And so I don't know when this was, 93 maybe, something like that. And so Kenny knew him from before. Said, oh, we've got to meet this guy. He really knows everything about sort of business because he had done an MBA at, you know, in the US while he was over there, and he's, you know, just a musical genius. Okay, so we go and meet him, or actually he might have come and visited us, and we played him. I think I was working on A.W.A.D, the first album, right? So we played him demos or, you know, progress of what we'd done there, and he had been working at an indie label, you know, after he finished his study and everything in the US. So to him, according to what he said, you know, that this was just like what he had been hearing in the US, and you come back to Malaysia, and he's suddenly like hearing the same thing. It's like, okay, I want to do that. So we got him on board to run the company basically, and also be contribute his production skills. Kenny was one of the owners of Positive Tone, along with Jeff Sear and Izam. So they were the primary owners of Positive Tone.
If you can remember, how many artists that you produced that time?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously lots, right? If you look at that period of because it went from like 94 all the way up until about 2000. I left in 2002 or 2003.
Okay.
I think I left. But what we did initially was just focus on what we knew we could do. So I knew that I could do that indie pop sort of thing, right? Okay. And Izam was pretty good with the R&B. So we just focused on those two. Yogi B knew what he wanted to do with Poetic Ammo. So it was more a case of just, facilitating his vision for what he wanted to do there. So we focused on A.W.A.D doing their indie stuff. And we did it in English, because they really wanted to do English, the band, right? To me, I didn't really know, I only knew English, right? But there was a lot of pressure to convince them to do it in Malay, but they wanted to do English. And, to me, it was like, if we don't do this, it'd be like a crime. I remember telling them, it's a crime if we don't do this, because these guys are so good and so talented. We just have to do it. Let them have their vision, let them do what they want. So we did that, and what that enabled us to do was create a buzz, right? So with A.W.A.D, with Innuendo and Poetic Ammo, that created a real buzz and quite a wide range of musicians. So we didn't actually have to go out and search for people. We didn't go out and do, talent times or anything like that. The best people came to us, right? So that was always our strategy. Let's just do what we do, focus on making it really good, and people will come to us. Well, after A.W.A.D thing especially, we did the compilation album Boys and Girls.
Boys and Girls,
we did a Boys and Girls thing, and so we introduced a number of people who had already met Intoxicated, because lots of people were sending us demos by then. So I was getting tons and tons of little cassette demos, right? No Stupid Playground was one of those that I received. So boxes and boxes and boxes, and I made a promise to myself I would listen to every one. I just felt, and it was worthwhile, right? Because you ended up hearing really good stuff. I heard, the quality of the tapes was abysmal. I mean, really, horrible, the quality. But it didn't matter, because you could hear the really good song underneath there, right? You hear No Stupid Playground, Bedroom Window. Right. But it doesn't matter if it's a really crappy quality. Great song, right? And same when we heard Intoxicated, and, a girl called Nita had come to visit us, and so, all of these people, Juliet the Orange, or they were called Broadwin at the time, they sent us a demo, and you just hear this stuff, and I'm thinking, wow, there's so much talent. It's amazing.
And you use software at that time?
Yeah, I mean, I've been using Cubase, and so basically desktop, recording back in New Zealand. So to me, it was like, you've got to be using a computer. You've got to be using, most of the musicians at the time were using they call a sequencer, right? That was, to me, why would you bother? Right? Like, you have to use a computer. Like, you can drag and drop, you can do all sorts of things. But when I was at Kenny Music, because it was a jingle house, right? They got the first demo unit of a digital audio recorder. So you could actually digitally record the audio to a computer. Right? At the time, in Malaysia, the only way of doing digital recording was to tape. Why would you record digital to a tape? Because all of the advantages of cut, copy, paste, and everything, you can't do. Right? So why would you use tape? It's stupid. But when you got it in computer form, now this makes sense, right? So we were able to play around with that, and of course I was the only one who really knew how to use that sort of thing. So I was using it for A.W.A.D and everything really early on.
You see that? Awal kemunculan Positive Tone adalah satu fenomena yang baru lah bagi aku lah, fenomena baru dekat Malaysia ni, because diorang create satu movement yang aku rasa sangat besar. Ada indie, ada hip hop, ada R&B, name it lah, memang semua ada lah. Okay Paul, last, I mean, like, you don't want to do reunion for your band? A lot of old band, they do reunion. Why not, man?
Yeah, you say why not, but then you can also say why. Right?
That's what.
Well, I mean, who wants to listen to us, right? I mean, no one wants to listen to us, right?
No. You are wrong, man. You are wrong.
No, I think we'd be just doing it for a novelty. Okay. You come along, you do all of that work, you get together, and then you do this thing for a novelty. Maybe you get a few $100, and then, all right, bye. It's not sustainable, right? But to your original point, right? All the way through, I mean, most musicians, and certainly for myself, it's the passion that drives you, right? Yeah. There's no pot of gold. No one's going to get rich. Most people are not going to get rich playing music, right? So you're doing it because you love it, right? And all the way along, the same thing. You know, when we developed the studio, it's because I was really into developing the studio, and we had great, you know, musicians and engineers coming in, right? It's fantastic. But when you lose a passion for something, it goes, right? And so, but what happens is you find new passions. And so I, you know, through digital platforms, you know, digital media and stuff like that, I got really excited through doing Tonton and everything. But then after doing that for a while, I found that what really excited me was understanding people who were using the platforms. So this is data, right? User data, and understanding how we can use the data that that's available from, you know, just. If you read this article, then we know you've read this article. If you listen to this song, we know you listened to this song, right? And then understanding how we can make, you know, better platforms and make better content and, you know, just better media from understanding what people are doing using data. And that turned out to be a real thing that I ended up liking.
Right. Respect you man. Thank you so much. Okay guys, dah dengar apa Promo cakap? Terbaik. Jumpa next episode. Ciao. What?